Hello, my friend, and welcome again. I hope you are in good health. This is Captain Badr Al Badran, your teacher for IMO Standard English Maritime course via Arabic. Today we are in episode 3. I'll teach you ship handling, the topic of last lesson in this course. Let us go to start. Ship handling. Ship handling, it is one of the important topics that needs focus. In this episode, we will speak about table of watch keeping at sea and how we write and read the time. Also, we will speak about conning and steering. Finally, we mention the main important statements for officer of the watch and watch keeping officer. In this table, we show you time at sea. At the first, the time can write it in four figures or in six. At most in four figures. As you see, the two figures at the left for an hour, and the second two at the right for minutes. So we can read it from left to right, 0, 4, 0, 0. This table shows you the standard time table for watches starting from midnight, 0, 0, 0. Because the day starting from midnight and after turn a circle about 20 for an hour in the middle night. So the first at midnight to 0400 named middle watch or dog watch, named from second officer from deck department and third engineer from the engine department. The second from 0400 to 0800 called morning watch, manned from chief officer and second officer. And the third from 0800 to noon, named forenoon watch, named third officer and fourth engineer, and repeated in the noon to 1600 afternoon watch, also from second officer and third engineer. From 1600 to 2000 evening watch, manned from chief engineer and second engineer. And the last one, starting from 2000 to midnight, called night watch, manned from third officer and fourth engineer. The timekeeping is very important. So the day at sea is divided into 6 4-hour periods called watches. Some of ships used a table as show time and name, starting the first watch from 8 p.m. to midnight, and the second midnight to 4 a.m. Called middle watch. From 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. morning watch. From 8 a.m. to noon called forenoon watch. And noon to 4 p.m. Called afternoon watch. At the last, starting from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. called evening watch. Except a small vessel manned by 2 watch-keeping officers only. Conning, it is very important for give the order and receive the order from the helmsman, from the captain, or any duty officer of deck in a bridge. I have some examples for that. First, the order midships. Helmsman, if he receive and listen this order repeated midships. When do that, reported with wheels midships. So port 30, 30 of port wheel on, is to 15, 15 of port wheel on. Midships, wheels midships. Starboard 10, 10 of starboard wheel on. Midships, wheels midships. Study course 307. Study course 307. Steer 306. Course 306. Steering. Also, it is very important because these orders between officer of the watch and telegraphsman and his reported. As the table before, we can take, for example, stop engine, stop both engine if the ship has 2 engines, stop both engines, dead slow ahead, slow ahead, half ahead, report after the ship take the speed. Full ahead, full ahead, full ahead. Dead slow ahead, dead slow astern, dead slow astern, dead slow astern. Half astern, half astern, half astern. Full astern, full astern, full astern. Thank you. The officer of the watch must keep the following in mind. Check navigational equipment in use at regular interval of time. Following a proper navigation plan to avoid any kind of collision according to collision regulations. Must know how to use automatic radar plotting aid, ARPA radar. Must know how to use electronic chart and display system, ECDIS. Should be conversant with the ship's speed, turning circle, and ship handling characteristics. Prepare, execute, and monitor a safe passage plan. Ensure handling over of the watch is done according to shipboard operation procedures, ISM, International Safety Management. Asking for support whenever required. Contact master when need arise. Should be fully aware of all safety equipment on board ship. Must use helm and signaling apparatus whenever required. Must know how to use all equipment meant for prevent of pollution at the sea and safety of lives. Should not leave the bridge unattended during his watch. Watchkeeping officer checks. The watchkeeping officer must check the gauges, oil, gearbox, pressure, temperature, and so on. Check that the radios are switched on. Test them by calling up Coast Guard. Check the radar by switched on and tuned in rain, sea, gale. Check GPS receiver is on and you check it on a navigation chart. He must check the autopilot, test the steering before you sail. Check the manual steering with the hydraulic oil. Test watchkeeper alarm. Test bilge, fire, and gas alarm. Check your magnetic compass for errors. Check after warming up your gyro compass for errors. Switch on your video plotter and plot your voyage using waypoints. Plan your voyage on a navigation chart. Check this every 10 minutes. Switch on your echo sounder if in shallow water. You will get an error with the depth at you are. Check your Morse controls. Check navigation lights. Walk. Thank you for interested. Captain Dodger Albadra.